The next one is, for as I told already, there should be container should be there, and all the medicine will be stored in the refrigerator, right? So what is the next requirement? There should be what? Uninterrupted electricity supply to the refrigerator. Okay, uninterrupted
UPS.
electricity supply. Uninterrupted electricity supply. Okay, and next one is adequate supply of.
So this is the continuation.
Yeah. Adequate supply of equipments. Okay, so adequate supply of proper equipments. So if the electricity is interrupted in between, what will happen? The refrigerator will become what? Warm, and the medicine will be spoiled. Okay, so in order to avoid it, there should be uninterrupted electricity supply. Then adequate supply of the what? Equipments. For example, what? Refrigerator, then stabilizer, whatever requirements needed for the storing of the maintenance of the cold chain, all the equipment should be supplied. Okay, these are the importance of cold chain. Next, we see about what are the components. What are the components of cold chain? Okay, so first one is apparatus. The first component is apparatus. In this, there are two categories. Category 1 and category 2. Okay, so this category 1, this is the what? Apparatus means what? Apparatus means what? Apparatus means what? What is meant to BP apparatus? Apparatus means what? It is the equipment that shows your BP, right?
Yes.
So here the components of the cold chain, the components of cold chain is apparatus which shows the temperature of the fridge or temperature of the refrigerator. You understand? So in that there are two categories. One is the first category. First category maintains temperature between 4 to 8 degrees Celsius. Okay, and the category 2, it maintains the freezer level. Freezer level. This is about the first component is apparatus, and second one is manual effort. Manual effort means what? Manual efforts means what? Manual means what? Man. By man. Okay. Efforts means what? Huh? Effort what man has to do. Okay. So manual effort means what? For example, do you know about cold chain previously? Now only you are learning, right?
Yes, sir.
Now only you are learning. So after the class, you will be able to manage the cold chain, right?
Yes, sir.
After learning this chapter. Okay, so how we are getting the knowledge? By teaching. So we have to teach the people, those who are involving in the cold chain, regarding the cold maintenance of the temperature of the medicines, the refrigerator. So manual efforts mean it is the what? Process of giving knowledge to the people those who are involving in the like health workers, doctors, transporting people, those suppliers, okay, and the staff nurses and other village health workers. For everybody, we should give knowledge or we should teach them to maintain the temperature of the medicines. So that is called manual efforts. Manual efforts. Next one is transportation. Third one. So what is the way transportation means? See, I have seen the vaccination vehicles. Sometimes I think in every village, every district, there should be one minimum one vaccination van. Did you see that? Sometimes in our Rastro also a man will go on to come from the DHO office. Did you see that? Awesome people. Did you see that? Okay. So the transporting means what? We should arrange or we should arrange the rapid transportation. Rapid transportation is what? Quick transportation. So for example, if you want to take the vaccination from Delhi to Karnataka, how can it, which is the best method to transport the vaccination from Delhi? Flight. Okay. So which is the best or rapid transport we have to choose, because when the time is more, there is more chance for the changes in the temperature of the freezer, right? So as much as possible we should take or we should choose rapid transportation so that the medicines of the temperature of the freezer will be maintained. Okay, that is called transportation. Now let's see about the equipments of the. So this much understood, right? What are the components of the cold chain? First one is apparatus. Cold chain first one is apparatus. Apparatus, there are two categories. One is category 1 and category 2. Category 1 maintains the temperature between 4 and 8 degrees Celsius, and category 2 is maintain the freezer level of temperature. And the next one is, the second one is manual efforts. Manual efforts means what? Giving knowledge to the people those who are involving in the cold chain or the vaccine cold chain. Okay. And third one is transportation. So which is the best and rapid transportation we have to choose in order to avoid the in order to maintain the temperature of the medicines. Now let's say what are the equipments of the cold chain. Have you seen the community nurses carrying the vaccination box?
Yes.
Have you seen? Huh? So what are the equipment they're bringing? What are they carrying?
Polio.
No, I'm not asking medicine. I'm asking what are the medicines they're bringing? One? No man, that is not equipment. I'm not asking documents and files and all. What are the materials they're carrying? Box. Okay. Okay. What are the equipments? First one is vaccine carrier. Vaccine carrier. Okay. So the vaccine carrier may be small or big size. So usually in the villages, small towns, or in the where the group of people are living together, there the people, those who are going to give vaccination, they will bring a small box which is weightless. So in that, how they will, what are the things they will put inside to maintain the temperature of the box? Like ice packs. Okay, ice packs. What is the ice packs? It is a plastic bottle or plastic cover, plastic pocket, which is filled with water. So we have to fill the water, pack with water and put it in the freezer for minimum 6 hours. So the box should be four sides of the box should be packed with ice packets. You understand? Ice packet. So in between this, they will store all the vaccinations. So usually they prepare for the thermocol box. You have seen thermocol box. So almost actually it is not the people, those who are carrying the vaccination to the village. This is not thermocol box. It is especially made for the vaccination. Okay. So for example, from here to very short distance means we can use thermocol box and all. But usually the people, those who are carrying in the villages to the villages, they will use the paper box, which is having the container inside. That will be packed with ice packets, four sides of the box, and between that they will store all the vaccinations. So that, and one more thing, they should fill. The lid should be closed tightly. Lid means what? Top of the box, the lid should be tightly closed, so that the outside temperature will not enter the box. You understand? So the first one is the vaccine carrier. So it is what? There is different kind of box, different kind of sizes of the sizes varies in according to the needs of the people. So for example, the district level, in the Asan, from the Asan DHO, district health office, or from the district hospital, the vaccination should be what? Separate to whole district. Okay. So here in the Asan district hospital, the container should be what? Big, so in the size. Okay. But the nurse, those who carry the medicines to the village, they need only the small vaccination box. So the size of the box is vary according to the needs of the medicines. Next one is cold packs. Cold packs means what? As I told already, it is a plastic bottle or plastic cover that is filled with water, and it should be stored in the freezer for minimum 6 hours before we are using the packs. Okay, that is called cold packs. And third one is day carrier. Day carrier means what? This is the equipment where we can use this equipment only for 24 hours. That is called day carrier. Okay. So for example, from central government, from the state government, Bengaluru, the medicines came to Asan. Okay, to Asan district hospital. So tomorrow it should be supplied to the villages. Now they will store it for 1 day in the Asan district hospital. That is called day carrier. So tomorrow what will they do? They will supply to the taluks or villages. So that is called day carrier. And next one is refrigerator. Next one is refrigerator. So as I told already, what are the medicines we should store in the freezer? Means the refrigerator has the two compartments, right? What are the two compartments? Freezer and cold compartment, right? Cold compartment. So what are the medicines should be placed in the freezer? What are the vaccines should be stored in the freezer?
Measles, polio,
Measles,
polio vaccines.
OPV, okay. Or polio vaccines. And what are the vaccines we should store in the cold compartment?
DPT,
DPT,
TT,
DT,
DT,
TT,
typhoid and hepatitis B.
typhoid,
And hepatitis B.
hepatitis B. Finished? And next one is walk-in cooler. Fifth point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk-in cooler. Walk-in cooler means what? As I told already, for example, for the villages, usually the vaccines will be supplied from the sub-centers or PX, right? From the to PX, who will supply? The Taluk hospital or district hospital. Okay. For example, in the Asan district hospital, for whole district, the medicine will be stored in the Asan district hospital. So from Asan only, the medicine will be supplied. So the Asan district hospital, the storing equipment should be big or small? Big, isn't it? So it should be minimum 10 liters in 10 in 10 feet. Okay, the room size, the size of the cooler, the size of the vaccination, the refrigerator should be minimum 10 into 10 feet. 10 in 10 feet. This is called walk-in cooler. That's all about the cold chain. Okay. I'll just go once I give plan. So what is in the cold chain? What is in the cold chain?
Cold chain.
Tell me.
Medicines or vaccines.
See, just keep it in mind. Generally say, from the manufacturer till the consumer. From the manufacturer till the consumer, the temperature of the medicines should be maintained. Otherwise, the medicines will be denatured. Denatured means what? The medicine will lose its nature or the effect. Okay. So what will happen if the medicine lose its nature? The medicine will react in some other way, or sometimes it won't affect you. Okay. So that in order to avoid that, we have to maintain the particular temperature for the medicines that is recommended by the manufacturer. Okay. You can see in all the medicines behind the label, in the label. So this medicine should be maintained under this this temperature, or sometimes the temperature should not excess than this temperature. This temperature they will mention. Okay, so that otherwise what will happen? The medicine will lose its nature and the medicine will affect, or sometimes it will react in some other way. Okay, so in order to maintain the quality of the medicine or nature of the medicine, we should follow the recommended temperature given by the manufacturer till the it's consumed or till the site of the vaccination is called cold chain. You understand? What are the importance of the cold chain? What are the importance of the cold chain?
Follow the recommended temperature.
First one is
Follow
the recommended temperature that is given by the manufacturer. Okay, second one,
protected from sunlight.
it should be prevented or protected from the sunlight. Okay, and third one,
Open multi-dose vial should be used within 28 days.
the multi-dose vial should be used within 28 days. Next, fourth one,
Uninterrupted electricity.
there should be uninterrupted electricity to avoid the variation in the temperature. Okay, next, last one,
Adequate supply of equipment.
adequate supply of the equipment like refrigerator or small vaccination box, and everything should be supplied adequately. Okay, these are the importance of the cold chain. And next one is components. What are the components of the cold chain?
Apparatus.
Apparatus. What are the apparatus?
Category.
There are two category apparatus. One is category 1 and category 2. First category apparatus maintain the temperature between 4 and 8 degree Celsius, like in the cold compartment. And the category 2 apparatus works in the freezer. Okay. Next one is manual effort. Manual effort means what? We have to give knowledge or teach the people, those who are involving in the cold chain. Okay, like health workers, like doctors, nurse, transport people. Okay, the community health nurses. Everybody we have to teach to maintain the temperature of the vaccination. The vaccine. Then transportation. So the transportation, what we have to do? We have to choose which is the best transporting method, best and rapid method. Okay. So in order to avoid the variation in the temperature, then equipments. So again, the equipments. What are the things are there? Vaccine carrier. So there are different kind of vaccine carriers. One is big, the walking cooler. Next one is the small size of vaccine carriers. Okay. And next one is cold packs. Cold packs means what? It is nothing but it is the plastic bottle or plastic polythene cover which is filled with water. It should be freezed for minimum 6 hours. Next one is day carrier. Day carrier means what?
That is used 24 hours.
The day carrier which is the temporarily used for the storage of the medicines for 1 day. I mean within 24 days, 24 hours. The next one is refrigerator. Refrigerator means what? There are two compartments. One is freezer and cold compartment. In the freezer, part of the medicine you can store measles and oral polio vaccines. Next one is cold compartment. What are the medicine you can store? DPT, DT, TT, typhoid vaccination and hepatitis B. This much about the cold chain. Then walk-in cooler. Walk-in cooler means what? It is the big container which contains more amount of the medicine. Huh? What? The size of the container should be 10 into 10 feet. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, can switch off it. And